Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on some Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 information. On top of that, I do want to go over that our friends at Green Man Gaming do have the game discounted if you use the promo code or you're an XP member. I know a lot of you guys are looking to pick the game up ahead of its February 4th release, on whether you get the base game or the gold edition. Want to give you guys a heads up on how you can get it a little bit cheaper. Now, before I get into that, I do want to note that the previews have gone live and a lot of the review copies have been sent out. I did, in fact, get a review copy or a coverage copy, whatever you want to call it. I have been playing it, and I can talk about it a little bit, but I'm not going to do a deep dive until I actually complete the game. You know, it is kind of surreal for me personally, because thinking about it, I'm still the random schmuck on YouTube that just talks about these video games. I've been following video games all my life, so to get a game like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I do think is a major game, and for them to reach out to me to cover this game, that's very humbling. It's very humbling, and I would say, though, if you are looking to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, if you have any interest in this game, either complete the first game, play the first game, or refresh yourself on the first game. Whatever you do, I would say know the story of the first game and have some familiarity with the first game. I say this because Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a really well done game from a narrative standpoint, based on what I've played thus far in the early portion of the game, and I do feel like some of the consequence of the game isn't there if you didn't play the first one. Can you play it? Can you enjoy it? Yes, this is a game with very, very deep gameplay mechanics and how the world is designed. That is really, I feel, the strongest component of the game. But for those of you that like a narrative focus, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has such a great narrative attached to it, and the whole story arc of Henry is really well done, that I would highly recommend you to go back and play KCD. Play it for the first time. Certainly, I would not recommend jumping into this game blind, because I just don't think that's ideal. I imagine most of you guys are playing this game or are excited for the game based on your experience with the first title, but I'm sure there's a significant amount of people that have a lot of excitement for the game based on the fact that, hey, it's this very, very big in scale open world RPG, looks to be up their alley. And sure, if you have no care in the world for a narrative in a game, I guess it won't matter. You can still enjoy the game from its gameplay and the world design, and that stuff is all incredibly, remarkably well done. Just the amount of depth in a game. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has so much depth, and it's an incredibly immersive game in terms of doing everything. Just early in the game, you're taken to the spot where you have to go through a little bit of an alchemy sequence, and I just felt like something so minor like that, which would be in a lot of other games, oh, just click a button, oh, here's your potion, you're done. The way it's done in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has so much depth to it and nuance to it, and I'm like, man, they put a lot of effort in crafting every facet of this game in terms of the world and the mechanics, that it's really easy to appreciate it all from that standpoint. But I do think the narrative is one of the stronger elements of this game, and it's gonna be less impactful if you don't go through the first one. Just right off the bat, like, some of the opening aspects of KCD2 is so reliant on previous knowledge of the first game, so I just want to make that abundantly clear for those of you excited for the game. And we still have about 3 weeks until the official release. I do think it would be a good idea, if you haven't played the first game, play the first game. If you think you could do another playthrough of the first game in that period, I mean, that's not a bad idea either. Maybe then, you know, you'll feel a little bit of burnout because you're in this Kingdom Come world for so long, but hey, some people might be all about that. So just wanted to throw that out there. But so far what I've played, I am very much enjoying it. Just gotta sink more time into it before I give my final opinions. And you know this is gonna be a large-scale open world RPG. I should also note that the base game is gonna drop, but there is a gold edition that will be dropping with 3 upcoming expansions. And I would note that our friends at Green Man Gaming, like I said, they've got the game 15% off, $51 for the base game. Use the code JAN15, that's JAN15, you'll save 15%. This applies to the gold edition as well, $68 on that after the 15% off discount. And really, it's more than 15% off because you won't pay tax either. You'll get a Steam key, it'll redeem directly on there, and you will be good to go. I will say, my initial experience as far as performance goes, pretty top notch. Like, I have an RTX 4070 in my current rig right now, and it's running the game very, very well. So I've had no issues as far as performance is concerned. I'm sure that's something that's going to get even better closer to the release of the game. But yeah, this seems to be one of the major titles that a lot of people are excited about in the early portion of the year. And, you know, I was a little bit concerned about the fact that KCD2 was coming out around the same time as all of these other big games in February. But the reality is, first of all, Assassin's Creed Shadows has been pushed back, and I think Assassin's Creed Shadows, like, it's going to be a big game regardless, but I think KCD2 is going to find an audience of its own. Yeah, there's games like Avowed and Monster Hunter Wilds, but Wilds isn't out until the end of February. I just think KCD2 is going to do very, very well, and my initial experience of the game, in that initial portion, it reinforces my thoughts of, I think this game is going to do very, very well, and people are going to be very happy by it. Is it a game for everybody? No, and that's why I would really recommend you to play KCD1, because you'll get an idea of the nuance and the depth of the experience that Deliverance 2 is going to offer, and maybe that's not going to be for everyone. Maybe some people want an experience that's super, super streamlined and linear. KCD2 is not going to be about that whatsoever, and I think that's going to please a lot of people in the sense of just the open scale of the game and doing whatever you want. That was a big aspect of KCD1 as well, but I can understand that might not be for everyone. That's why, again, I'm reiterating, play the first game. But I really enjoyed my time with it, and while I say play the first one, this game is doing a lot of things. Obviously, 6 years removed from the release of the first game, they read a lot of the feedback and a lot of the criticisms about the first game, and it does feel like a lot of that has been improved. The combat does feel better. It's still fundamentally very similar, but it does feel more responsive and more refined, and I do appreciate that because I see that that was the biggest point of contention for a lot of people. But if you do want it cheaper, again, link in the description box below. Use the code JAN15, and if you do buy the game early, there is a pre-order bonus, the Lion's Crest bonus quest. Experience a unique quest line that, once completed, will reward you with the legendary armor and weapon set of the famous Knight of Brunswick, so that'll be available as well, and you pre-order that, that'll be available to you day one. And the gold edition, again, will include 3 expansions, much like KCD1 had all of that DLC that was ultimately baked in with the Royal Edition. KCD2 gonna have 3 post-game launch expansions as well. If you do end up buying a copy of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 through Green Man Gaming, just remember you will get a Steam key. You'll redeem it directly on Steam, and come February the 4th, you'll be good to go, and you'll be able to play the game. If you get the Gold Edition, you'll get the DLC and the Gold Edition contents as well. The only caveat is you cannot utilize Steam refunds. That is the case with any third-party e-tailer. If you do buy a key, you can't utilize Steam refunds. You have to buy a game in-house on Steam directly, but the game will redeem on Steam, playable on Steam, all that good stuff. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.